they get that bread. You you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread. Hey.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Fourth and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top. Stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live with. Showtime, Mythic Apollo.
Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Tennessee Titans.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight, we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his fourth season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And he's been, in my mind, the best player in the NFL at this point of the season. And I think if you polled folks with a ballot, and I certainly have one, I think they'd say he's the front runner for MVP. So now it comes down to finishing out the season strong. And a good game here would certainly strengthen his case.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. This defense for the Packers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd and 2, Tannehill. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Henry is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Tannehill now to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now they're up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Brian Johnson now for the extra point. He's got it, and they'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. 5 plays there on that drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season. But some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Well, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. Blizzards. Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year, not to take anything away from him. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown. From the 30 on second down, Tannehill.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Tannehill able to find Henry out of the backfield. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The sack goes to Chris Barnes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now back to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take over here up near the 40. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1, and that will be incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance, but that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the serious... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Kevin Byard.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of its...
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Tannehill. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already, and he'll try to sort things out here as they begin with the 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones. Down at the 25. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He gets this one to Burks. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 51 yards. And the Titans are back within a score. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he knocks it through. That makes it a 5-point ball game. It's 15-10 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double. Robert Woods, 30, past the 20. And it's a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods, 75 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And this is back to a 5-point game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's... And for the third time here in this half, it's